There we go.
Hello.
Yo,
Hey, what's going on, brother?
what's good, brother? How you feeling?
I'm good, man. Just waiting on my baby girl to be born out here in Kansas City.
Hey, I heard about that, bro. Congratulations.
Thank you.
No doubt, no doubt.
Yeah.
How?
No, we're excited. We're just playing a waiting game right now.
Yeah, it's almost here. Was it due like in the next
Yeah,
few
she
days?
yeah, she's due on Sunday.
Oh shit, that's
So
good, brother.
yeah,
How are you feeling
good
about that,
shit.
man?
I'm excited. I've always wanted to be a dad, so it just came down to finding the right lady. That's
Hey,
really it.
man. And legend has it you found an MMA fighter at that.
Oh yeah, a good one.
That's awesome. How's that like,
Tougher than
bro?
me. It's good. She's like I said, she's fucking tougher than me, and she knows exactly what I go through on a daily basis, and it's nothing but support. I had
That's awesome.
plenty others, and they just didn't understand what I'm doing, and they'd want extra attention when I'm in fight camp, etc.
Oh yeah,
And I just couldn't do it.
I
Like
feel it. Oh, that's awesome, dude. So what? When you guys get mad at each other, just who gets a chokehold?
basically, yeah.
That's awesome, bro. So if you didn't know, this is the first interview I'm doing. So first off, thank you for taking this.
Of course, any opportunities I take.
That's love. That's love. That being said, bro, how are you feeling mentally, physically, emotionally since we've seen you last in a fight night?
I'm good, man. Shit. To be honest, I still am kind of pissed that they hosed me like that, pretty bad. But other than that, nothing but blessings have came from that getting taken from me. So I'm good, man. My heart knows I won that fight. I feel like the whole world knows I won that fight.
Yeah,
And yeah, if you saw it, if you watched it, I won the fight. That's all there
exactly.
is to it.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about too, bro. It's like a fucking big portion of the community they feel no thought you got robbed, bro. um that being said, do you have like any thoughts on how the judging system can be improved?
Uh, I think open scoring would probably be a good one. Just showing the scorecards because
Yeah,
I truly think they went back and changed them after the end of the fight because there was a long pause and if you were
yeah,
watching, there's no way like
yeah.
you would have had to been on some lean to think that he won the second round. Let me tell you.
Facts,
So
bro.
you had to be fucked up. But yeah, I think open scoring would be a good one, and then two, having judges that actually have been in a fight. I had two guys that have never been in a fist fight at a high level or even at any level tell me I lost a fight, and that's where it's kind of messed up. Is they've never been in any situation like that. They can only score using their judgment, and I've heard from my management that the Nevada State Athletic Commission was like, they're like the damage in round two from the knee, and my manager got kicked out of the conference actually because he was like, what damage? He didn't even have a black eye, a bruise, a cut, anything. He kneed him in the face in the second round and got thrown on his head right after. Like
Yeah,
so these judges they're not very um they don't score it the same every time. Like one fight they'll score the grappling, and then the next fight they're scoring only damage, and it's like, um, it's mixed martial arts. Some of them hate it when you mix your martial arts, and it's pretty wild.
yeah. No, I agree with you. I do believe, at least like if the judges haven't been in a fight, bro, they should train. They should have some sort of knowledge with the sport other than damage and boxing, scoring cards and shit like that, bro. That's just my 2 cents,
Yeah,
though.
I hear that 100%. I mean, training. I mean, that would definitely be a step forward 100%. I just feel like even with training, even at uh, if you're training at a low level, you don't really understand fighting yet.
Yeah,
Um, I mean, if they've been doing it for 10, 15 years and they just don't want to fight, like that's one thing. But like, if you've never been in there, you've never been in the fire. I don't think that you have any right judging a fight.
Hey man, say it louder for the people in the back, bro. So yeah, I agree with everything you said, bro. I wish the UFC would dive into that because it seems like almost every fucking card now we have a judging problem.
Oh, damn near everyone, and it's just sad to see because, to be honest, man, I walked out of that fight without my win purse, and I'm only on my first contract, so I was in quite the predicament. Luckily, had like I said earlier, some blessings play out, and got my win purse on the back end, but you know, it's still now I have to look at that uh, loss on my record for the rest of my
Yeah.
life, and that guy knows he lost, and you know, at the end of the fight, I was still smiling, having fun, and he was staring at the floor with this whole team. So,
Yeah.
it's just it's sad that he gets to walk around now and act like he beat me when he won't take a rematch, and um, he just didn't win. He's just false claiming it. So that's pretty annoying. But other than that,
Yeah. No, that's some bullshit, bro. I don't want to get too much on that fight, bro. As like DM'd you, I was like, I don't want to keep it too. How was camp? How was training going? Kind of interview. I want to have a couple
yeah,
fun
yeah,
questions.
for
So
sure.
that being said, I'd like to get back to the kid. You got a baby. Is it a boy or a girl?
I'm having a daughter.
A daughter. That's right. That's right. So
Yep.
would you care, or would you support if she decided to get into MMA?
Oh, 100%. I want her to grow up in the gym and, be around all the people that are in the gym because Factory X is filled with a bunch of great, great humans in general. And I just think that um, combat sports, not necessarily only MMA, but combat sports, they teach you a lot about yourself. And, there's not, it's a team, but you have to have a team to be great. But the fight is as a team. So it really teaches you a lot about yourself. And I think that's something that everyone should do, at least once, just get in there, even if it's a low level amateur fight. But if my daughter wants to pursue MMA, I would be nothing but honored to teach her how to fight and how to be one of the best in the world. And if she's anything like her mom, she's gonna be beautiful and tough as hell. So,
A badass, yeah.
um, yeah. So,
Okay. So you're training at a Factory X?
yeah, I train out of Factory X for all my camps. Right now, I'm in Kansas City,
Okay.
training at Ignite with Zach Cummings and Jason High right
Yeah.
now. But I'm just here for probably like 4 or 5 more weeks, I think, and then going back to Colorado.
Okay. Was it because you wanted the baby to be born on Kansas City soil?
Yeah, yeah, Kansas City soil, and we just have all our family here to help us out with whatever we really need. So it's just it just works better because I don't really know anyone other than the fight team in Colorado. So it definitely helps to have them around through this time at least.
No, that's awesome. So that being said, what is your favorite place to eat in Kansas, bro?
Oh, my favorite place to eat? Okay. Any barbecue, man. Specifically LC's barbecue or Slaps barbecue. They got the best barbecue in Kansas City, I think. Um, each place is good at their own specialty. I'd go to LC's for like burn ins and stuff like that, and then Slaps if you want some ribs, that type of
Fire.
deal.
Well,
But those are my two favorite places in Kansas City. You can go basically anywhere else, especially Colorado. I went to a barbecue in Colorado, man, and they're calling their gas grill a barbecue. I was like, this is crazy. I was like, I didn't ever see nothing like this, charging barbecue prices too. I was like, I'm out. I just walked out.
I feel that, bro. So out of the two, which one are you feeling more? You feeling Kansas City or Colorado now that you're in and out of there?
So kind of a mix, man. I love Kansas City. You know, I like being out in the country and stuff where there's not a lot of people, and I can get that in Kansas City pretty quickly. My grandparents live down south about 30 minutes in Paola, Kansas, small town, and my girl's got her grandparents have a farm, about an hour away. So
Fire.
it's easy to get out of here. Denver wise, I don't really like the city of Denver that much, but I love how I can drive 30 minutes and be in the mountains. So it's a good mix. And, Kansas City is a lot cleaner than Denver. It's a better city, better infrastructure, I feel like.
A word? That's that's news to me. Oh, I'm not gonna lie to you. I figured Denver would be just straight potheads. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well, I mean, potheads and blue coats and, people that think there's five genders. It's
They
pretty
got the
wild.
tweakers and
Yeah, they got everything
that's
out there.
gangster.
You will not be surprised.
Now I went to Kansas City a few years ago, and I'm pissed that I didn't get the barbecue.
Oh, you didn't get the barbecue? You came
Nah,
all the way
man.
out here.
I came out there, saw
Oh
some
man.
family friends, and I got Sonic.
Ah, come on now.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna have
You
to
can't come
return,
out here and
bro.
not get barbecue. We got the best in the world.
Talk about it. No, I feel disgraceful, man. I'm gonna have to do it.
Oh yeah,
All right, so I
100%.
got a funny question for you, bro. Being
What's
a
that?
featherweight, what was your reaction to seeing Volkanovski get knocked out?
Oh shit. I knew it could happen, man. Ilya's made it to that level with basically using only his boxing. I mean, there's a couple fights where he grappled a little bit. But he's such a good boxer, and you know, I didn't expect it to go down that early, but I knew Ilya definitely had the power and the ability to find him. But Volk's such a good. He has such high fight IQ, and for some reason, this fight he kept drawing. He kept drawing back,
Yeah.
and Ilya saw it early and just found him. So
Yeah.
that's how the game goes, man. You're dancing on a razor's edge, and at this level, fighting guys in the UFC, everybody's good. Everybody's top tier in the world, So it was crazy to watch, but that's the sport we play.
Yeah, man. I don't know if you saw the conversation in the cage. They were I think Volk said something like, I got you now," or some shit. And
Oh, when he
then
when he finally found him, yeah,
yeah.
and then Ilya came back.
And then Ilya right there, pink, slapped his ass. I was like, damn.
Yep,
But that being said,
it's
man,
crazy.
taunting in a fight and whatnot. I saw one of your fights on what is it, KCFC, KCFW,
FAC,
FAC.
FAC,
It might have been
yeah, yeah.
maybe I don't know. I don't know if it was against that Justin kid.
Oh, that was my very first fight ever.
No way.
Yeah, that was my very first fight.
Nah, you fucked them up. So I was watching that, right? And I saw, speaking of taunting, I saw when you went for the rear naked, you
hmm
smiled right before you got it, and then he taps within 2 seconds. I shit you not. And then you laugh a little bit harder, and that shit killed me. I started dying laughing, bro. I was like,
Hell
that's
yeah.
when you're supposed to taunt. You don't taunt when you're right there in front. You don't even know. Yeah,
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously that was my first fight, so the dude wasn't crazy good or anything, but I just knew I had him. I knew I had him. I knew it was a wrap, and um, get get out of there easy, no damage, no injuries, which
yeah,
is always a blessing in an MMA fight. So definitely happy about that one, and that's how most of my fights, except this last one, have went.
yeah.
I finished all my fights in the first round. Um, because this last one was my first time going the distance, and I'm a natural finisher. I always look for the finish. Obviously, it didn't happen this time, but that's the game we play.
Absolutely. I feel like that's God's way of testing you. You know what I mean? Like we know you won the fight, but you being a finisher first round is like, all right, we're gonna bring you to the distance. We're gonna teach you this lesson rather than this loss because it wasn't a fucking loss.
Oh yeah, no, I learned so much, man, and I just can't wait to get back in the gym and really lock in on the things that I saw for myself that I didn't like, and just get more comfortable in the fire. My grappling is some of the best in the world. I obviously got to work on a few things. I have great striking. Obviously, it didn't look like that in that fight, but that was just like a pacing issue more than anything. So I'm just excited to get back, get better, and then put on a good performance my next one, and kind of show more of my tools, just how versatile I can be and how good my striking is.
Amen. I like that. I like that. We have a few viewer questions if you're down for those real quick.
Oh, of course.
All right. All right. We'll start here at the top. As a lifelong martial artist myself, what do you think your daughter will learn growing up in the gym? That's from Kev K. He also does interviews. Shout out to Kev K.
What will she learn from being in the gym? Um, One, a big thing is, we actually just dealt with this with one of my friend's sons, actually. Um, he thinks it's cool to fight because his dad fights in the UFC. And um, one thing that you have to be careful with is you can't be a bully, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like MMA teaches kids not to be that bully and stand up for people that are getting bullied because they actually know how to defend themselves and defend other people,
Yeah.
as opposed to the kid
Offend.
getting bullied usually doesn't have any idea um, how to
Absolutely.
defend themselves, or they're told they can't or whatever. So I think that's a big one. And then two, like I said earlier, just being around such great people. Because MMA fighters are different, we're almost like the rejects of the world, kind of. We fist fight for a living. We punch each other in the face for a living, and everything else in life doesn't seem to fit until we're in the gym, and then when we're in the gym, everything is good. So um, this is something I like to pass down to her, and hopefully she learns her own lessons as well in there.
Absolutely, man. That's beautiful. Learn some discipline, passion, and then of course, the self defense is in the name, man. It'd never be offense.
Yeah, and I mean, especially as a woman, I want her to um, be able to defend herself, and
Absolutely.
be comfortable walking around and not worry about some jackass
Amen.
coming up and messing with her, anything like that.
Yeah, we
So,
gotta we gotta make some noise for that, man. That was
yeah.
beautiful, bro. That's my fear too of having a daughter.
Oh yeah, that's really my only concern. I mean,
It's like
they always
when
say
you're
it's the fighter's
around.
curse. Yeah, they always say it's the fighter's curse having a daughter first. I always wanted a son, but as these months have wore on, I'm actually really blessed to have a daughter. They tend to attach to their dad more,
Oh yeah,
especially when they're around. And I think that's going to be a ride or die for me.
absolutely. No, that's awesome, bro. I'm very happy for you. Let's go. We got Stoned FC. Does he have a vision slash outline of how he wants his career to go? How soon does he want a ranked opponent? That's a good question.
Okay, yeah, yeah. So I'm 27. I'm not quite in my prime yet. Good prime for MMA is about 29 to 32 ish. So I'm kind of right now, I'm focused on getting better. I've only had 7 professional MMA fights, and I'm already in the UFC. Two of those have been in the UFC. So I'm young in the game, man, and I have a lot to learn. And I just think that taking it slow right now and fighting 2, 3 times a year is kind of where I'm going to be at. And hopefully, like 2 years from now, I find myself in the top 10. I don't see there as any rush. I just want to get to another contract because regardless of if I were to take a short notice fight right now against a top 15 guy, I'm still only going to be making 14,000 and 14,000. So I'm
Yeah.
not making any money fighting the best guy in the world. So I got to win some more fights and get my second contract and hopefully my third contract done, and then I'll be able to make good money and fight the good guys.
Great answer, man. And that being said, bro, everyone tuning in, everyone who's gonna be watching this after, make sure y'all are following Isaac because he deserves it way more than I do. If you're following me, make sure you're following him.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. That being said, how much longer do you have? I don't want to keep you all day, but there's definitely some more questions.
Oh, you're a good boss. Go ahead, shoot them all.
I got you. We got some more viewer questions, but before that, I wanted to jump in and ask, how was, or before I ask how was, did you know that you were about to fight in front of Dana?
I'm looking for a fight.
Yeah, I'm looking for a fight.
Yeah, I knew. It was actually really funny. I didn't know I was in a 5 round fight until like the week before the fight. So, that was kind of threw me off a bit. I was like, oh shit, not prepared for this. But luckily got the first round finish. But
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
I got to fight in front of Dana White. It was awesome. And the Nelk boys too. And it
Yeah.
was just a great experience. Because it was a packed out arena. My last two fights have been at the Apex, so no one's really been allowed to go there unless you
Yeah.
can pay $1,800 for a
Fuck
fucking ticket.
that.
So yeah, so I mean that was my last fight that I got to fight in an arena, and it was packed out, sold out show. So it was pretty badass.
No, it's gangster. So, did you know like a week before, 2 weeks before?
No, I knew the whole camp that he was going to be there
Oh,
for sure.
damn. That's fire. And then let's compliment the way you went and performed because that was probably, excuse my voice correct, probably the most vicious knockout I've seen you do. Finish at least.
It was a nasty one, and I didn't really have nothing to lose. I actually went up to my grandpa after and or before the fight, and I was like, I'm kind of nervous because I don't really get too crazy amped up on emotions because I know they're supposed to be there. But I went up to him and I was like, I'm kind of nervous, and he just kind of guided me a little bit, dropped some knowledge on me, and then right before I walked out, uh, Dudu Dantas put out a nasty head kick knockout in the co-main event, and I was like, "Oh fuck, I'm not getting signed to the UFC tonight." And I was like, "I got to do something special, man." And this was behind the curtain, and as soon as my music played, I made the walk, and we went out and made it happen.
Absolutely. It was beautiful, bro. That being said, I heard you mention your grandpa. I know he took you traveling a lot.
Oh yeah.
So, that being said, do you travel a lot like after your wins? Do you just go straight back to training? I know since
Um,
the pregnancy, you've probably been at home kicking it.
yeah, I've been stuck at home. I mean, usually not, because I'm not getting paid enough to go do all these crazy things. But, me and my girl, we have RVs, so we take a trip about every year at some point. Our last one, we went to Oregon and stayed. It was only supposed to be 14 days. We ended up staying 27.
Damn,
In our RV. So it was pretty badass experience, and we made the most of it while we were out there.
that's good. You feel free doing that, I'm sure, bro.
Oh yeah, I mean, it was crazy, man. It was crazy. Let me tell you.
So, I also heard you mention the full send was there in the crowd. What happened with that deal? Did that ever go through?
No, it never went through, man. I don't really know what happened with the Folson deal. It was really just, it was really, they gave me a contract, I signed it, and then they just didn't answer the phone. So
Damn.
Uh, yeah, we tried multiple different things, but I got some good news coming very soon. I'm not really allowed to talk about it yet, but I got some good news, not with Full Send, but um, an affiliate, I guess you could say. So
Word. When are you gonna be announcing that?
I'm not sure. Just got to get the paperwork contract all wrapped up,
Okay.
and then we'll kind of let everyone know what's going on.
I feel it. I feel it. Well, congratulations on the upcoming bag. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
All right. Let me
changed my
see.
life.
Oh yeah. Let's see. We got some more viewer questions. Let me see. Let me see. All right. C.Rod is a full send athlete. Do you think that favored the judges?
Uh, no, I just don't think they knew what the hell they were watching. I think it kind of matches his little character they got building for him, his little O taker whatever you want to call it. But like I said earlier, at the end of the day, he knows he lost that fight. Um, you can go back and watch it. He was staring at the floor. So um, I was smiling talking to Michael Bisping at the time. So um, Michael Bisping knew I won. I knew I won. He knew he lost. It is what it is. We can't change what the judges say or what they think because they don't know a damn thing.
Amen. Well, shit, bro. I believe that might wrap it up right there. I would much like to thank you for being popping my interview cherry, must I say, and taking the time, bro, because I know you're busy. You got training, you got the baby on the way. There's so much going on. Um, I want to thank you and I want to congratulate you, bro, from high school wrestling state champion to D2 division college to UFC fighter to father, bro. You're doing big things, and don't let that loss ever affect you, bro. That was only a lesson, and you're going to come back better, stronger, and of course,
Hell yeah, brother. Thank
persuade
you
the
so much. I
judges.
appreciate it.
No
Yeah,
doubt.
appreciate it. Appreciate the time, man. And anytime you want to do it again, just let me know. We'll make it happen.
Absolutely. I will get as much of my people to go to you as possible. That's what this is all here for, man. Thank you.
Okay, sounds good, brother. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. You take it easy.
All right, you as well.